Okay. Okay, Crystal, let's do this. Do you want to build a snowman? Crystal Winter. She's here. She's arrived. She's in Canadian retail. Because of her color scheme, she's so oversaturated. Here is the back of her box. You can read this stuff. That shine on there. And those are the other dolls that are available. For some reason, they're missing Blondie Locks. Now, this is the first ever After High line that I have been disappointed in. They've made budget cuts all across with Monster High and Ever After High. There are no stands anymore. There are no brushes anymore. Those things I'm fine with. I am not okay with the shrunken heads. Her head isn't as shrunk. I think she was around a little bit before. It's not as small. It's not as noticeable as the others. Let me grab one of these mini heads. I don't know if you can tell. I couldn't tell in the reviews. The thing that I do like about the smaller heads is that it makes the dolls compatible with Monster High. So now the universes can kind of collide more easily. I liked that the originals looked like porcelain, old-fashioned dolls. That was my main attraction. That is why I was like, I'm going to review these because it's funny that a man is reviewing these dolls. And then they were so well made and so creative that I thought they were awesome and had to keep getting more and more and more. These also have mini heads. However, I am not disappointed with her. She may be the last. Rosabella kept her same size head too. That set has not showed up in Canada yet. I am looking forward to finding that and getting the Daring and seeing if his body sculpt, mold, singular legs bother me as much as they do others. She might be the last one to have a good sized cranium. Again, I might get over the mini heads due to the fact that they do match Monster High. Something I also noticed just recently was these girls, they're all like regular girls with regular heads. And then thought, wow, she's not real. She's more like a Monster High figure because, you know, her skin is weird and she's kind of weird. But then I remembered there are a couple more that aren't real people. They're just weird. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's weird. That has nothing to do with this review. Let's open Crystal Winter. Okay, her box looks like it's easy to open. If you want to read this, I'm sure lots of people have read this to you. I'm not the best reader. This is what the international box looks like, though, in case you were wondering the differences. Got a lot more writing on it than I care to read. I'm opening it now. These boxes are nicer to open. I think the new ones, the ones with the Jack and the Beanstalk and Thumbelina, those ones have way worse boxes. So I've been seeing. I'm kind of excited about having not nice boxes because then I don't feel bad about opening them. Because take a look over here. Because I just want to put them like books on a bookshelf if the boxes are nice. And if the boxes aren't nice, then it don't matter. I'll just open them. I want you to see all my epics in the background. The quality is not as good anymore. I think they put in a large investment into a new toy line, and then the masses start finding out about it, and it becomes really popular. And that is when they can just make anything and do anything because people just like the name. I don't think the collector makes up a large percentage of the toy line. The collectors are louder, there's no denying that, like on YouTube. I never see a collector in the toy aisles. I only see moms and their daughters buying the toys. And children don't care as much. They don't notice these intricate details. I kind of am like a child, and I kind of like the cutbacks. I like when there's less paint. I like simplicity and just bright colors, solid colors, and simple design. It looks like a toy, and that appeals to me more, and I think that might be the same for children. Here she is in her packaging without the glare, or less glare. People are upset about the mini books. I never thought the mini books were that great. Having a collector card, I think, is definitely more fun for me. Now, the international one, it's not as nice as the American ones because they have to squeeze on all of the extra writing. But I like having collector cards. It would be great to have a little collector card with each figures, and you could, go through them and look at them. She looks really cute on that, though. I wonder if she's evil. Maybe she's as evil as Elsa was. Elsa was a little evil because she was afraid of herself. Do you want to build a snowman? I always hear people talking about how the hair feels thin. I've never noticed that before. This hair does feel a bit thin. She has major static hair. Can you see that going on? She looks like that Frankie from the Save Frankie set. I like her. Her head is smaller. It's not as small. Her colors are pretty great. Her dress is made of a funny material and there's sparkly snowflakes on it. Her shoes, the rubber is really soft. She's wearing a crown. And she does look pretty. And she has fur. That is why I like this line the most, is because of the addition of the fur. Her hair is thinner. There's not as much of it. This is the first time I've ever noticed this on any doll, but it's really obvious to me here. And it's super staticky. And underneath isn't white like I heard. There's a lot of white within it, but all around the outside are different colors. Turquoise, purple streaks that really match her crown. Her crown looks like it glows in the dark, but I don't think it does. It just shimmers. One of the accessories I'm not going to take off. She has the molded legs, and I love that color. It is one of my favorite 666 colors. Oh, and she's got on full tights. It's not just the legs. That's cool. I'm just gonna undress her. Okay, before I do dismantle her, I'm gonna show you her ring. And as you may have heard, even a man can wear this ring. Softer than I thought, maybe a little too soft to put on. For the honor of winter, I have Crystal Winter. She comes with this scepter, wand. She's like the first person to ever have a wand that I'm aware of. The dress is connected with Velcro. It is all one piece. Her hair is really easily unruly. There's something weird. It's extra super duper soft. You have to take off her hands to get her sleeves off. You have to take off her boots to get her dress off. Her joints are really loose. Is there an elastic around here for her hair? Yeah, her hair needs an elastic bad. I don't really usually have a static problem around here, so it's probably what her dress is made out of that is causing the abundance of static electricity. The hair's not so bad. I mean, it's staticky, but it wasn't too boxy. Her skin is this very light purple, and I like it. And I really love that color. And they gave her not just legs, but they took it up and gave her full-on leggings. And I don't have a problem with the leggings. I don't know why, because I like the option of the dolls being completely undressed. But with her, for some reason it doesn't matter. It matters more with the top than it does with the bottom. And the pattern and the color is so well done that I'm not affected by it. Here's a good look at her crown. I don't know if you can really see it. It's combs, it sticks in there and there. I'm not going to unfasten it because that's easier to lose. And as you can see, her face really is pretty. Her boots seem to be of a softer rubber this time, and I do like them. They didn't paint the pom-poms. They are painted on the artwork. Some of the artwork have pom-poms and they don't have them painted. I don't even like painted stuff, but if they're going to paint the top, they may as well paint the pom-poms too. I guess that's how I feel. If the top part is painted and it's so subtle, like I usually don't like my accessories painted, but because the colors are very close, and they look like they glow in the dark. I wonder if they do. I like them a lot. The dress is just one piece. It's got fur at the top. It looks really royal off. It looks more like something a queen would wear. The fur collar and the fur cuffs. The fur is my favorite part of the line. The material is a more plasticky material. The top part is very soft, but the bottom part is kind of rigid and would be good for outdoors and snowsuits and stuff, so it's a good snowsuit material. And this is more of a plastic crimpledness. You can hear it. It sounds like it feels, but it's definitely a nice touch, and it's tactile, and it definitely suits her as a character. Her joints are very loose, but not too loose. And her head is a ball joint. Yeah, I always forget to mention if it's a ball joint or not. It's a good figure. It might be the last good one because of the head size. I don't know, like I said, the head size is growing on me. I didn't realize it was the head size is what I liked about them. But it's a different entity now, it's not the same. It's more like an extension of Monster High. And I might end up liking Monster High again more. The wand fits in her hand really well if you squeeze it in past all of her fingers. I've noticed that the legs are the same on the new Monster High and Ever After High. So that is when I realized that maybe the heads aren't so bad. Maybe there are more crossovers, and it would be cool to have more crossovers. I did hear something about there being a crossover coming. Anyway, this is Crystal Winter. She's an incredible looking doll. The last of the non-mini heads, even though her head is a bit smaller. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. I have a low battery warning. Great. Just when I'm getting in my flow. Do you want to build a snowman? I'm having microphone issues. I'm having camera issues. Having wardrobe issues. Hair issues. Having all kinds of issues. My eye itched. What's this? It's messy. I gotta set up a new set. I like the background, but I can't do it on the bed. It hurts my back. Don't do this at home, kids. Can I put her in the middle without her? Not really. I don't like that shelf thing. I'm trying to cover it with my head. But then I have all that space behind me. She's oversaturated again. You had one job, Crystal. One job. Epic fail. There, she looks good. I don't, though. I got sunburned again. You can't really tell, but my face is a bit swollen. Thank you very... Do you want to build a snowman? My head ain't little, my head ain't itty bitty. I ain't got it itty bitty, and my head ain't itty bitty.